Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, March 11th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I keep deepening and expanding into my reason for being. When I looked at today's astro, of course it's in French. I took 4 years of French in high school and I still struggle with pronunciation. So to my few French people who watch me, please don't hate me. But the phrase raison d'être, sorry. I know it's not perfect. I can hear how it's supposed to be, but it's hard. So that is what popped into my head. Our reason for being, the Dharma energy. And I feel like that's very much encoded into these eclipse energies that we're building into as well. When I look at them together as a pair, an eclipse in Virgo and an eclipse in Aries, it's like deeper healing the layers of who we are. And I think we all came to be the me-est me, the you-est you that we can be. And that is your Dharma. That is your calling. And I think so many of us are so distracted by trying to survive that we can struggle in embracing that. And I think a lot of us have had, caps put on us, so to speak. Caps put on our light or enthusiasm or whatever. And so part of this week is working on shooing away some of those energies that keep us from fully embracing who we are and where we are in the moment. So today's astro is interesting. We are building to an exact Sun-Saturn conjunction. Now that's going to happen tomorrow. That's going to happen on Wednesday. But today, at least for a brief time, we have the Sun and Saturn both hanging out at 21 degrees, 3 energy, degree of expansion, but also like a little bit of a mystical energy comes along with 3. And it's preparing us for that exact conjunction. And so Saturn can be shouldy. Saturn always feels karmic, but Saturn's truth is dharmic, which is like you came here to be you. You came here to live. And that doesn't mean like you're getting smacked on the hand when you do bad and cheered on when you're doing good, right? Like it's just like you came to live and be the experience and be, again, the you-est you that you can be. So this is part of the lessons of this week, and just tuning in and noticing where you hold back, where you've been taught to hold back, where you don't feel at peace within yourself. That's actually a key. And one of our words today is the word peace. If you are not at peace within yourself, a good piece of that is probably because you haven't figured out how to be your you-est you. I have a sneeze. Okay. Part of me being the me-est me means I'm not going to edit these videos and try to make them look perfect. I'm going to let me be the me-est me that I can be at this given moment when I'm recording. And I think sometimes when we do that, it can help give permission to others. Not that you need permission, you don't need my permission, but like, oh, a mirror or a reflection, like, hey, it's okay to be redonkulous. So here we are building to this Sun-Saturn. Now this can feel heavy. Saturn, like I said, can feel shouldy. And you may have karmic things popping up, karmic lessons. That's how I look at the word karma. It's lessons that we came to face, that we came to learn, that we came to experience in this lifetime. But you might as well enjoy the ride, right? Now, the other piece today that, again, feels very united in this is we have Mercury and Venus in conjunction today. So Venus is already retrograde. Mercury is building to its retrograde in just a few days. And here they are passing each other on the way at 8 degrees, which is a degree of response ability. meaning it's up to you how you are going to respond. And you can respond in a way that's true to you. It's up to you. So here they are meeting in the sign of Aries. And so you may be getting some beautiful little clues from beautiful little signs that are showing you where you can find your alignment. Now, I want to remind you, based on another conversation, I feel like I've been having such beautiful, deep conversations this week. God is in the oxygen. That's a quote from my friend Nikki. But God, spirit, universe, your helpers, your guides, whomever, whatever, from the light, always has ways of communicating with you. My friend was like, if you happen to get a message from a hamburger wrapway on the subway, like, yes, like, listen, pay attention to where and how the divine is showing up for you and showing you that you're on the right path and like rooting for you, because truly it is. And I think that's part of the magic of Pisces, is looking for that and knowing that it's there for us. So key into that to help support you in getting your U-E-S-U on. In understanding who that is, and again, peeling off the layers and being like, ta-da! Because the universe digs that, and every person ultimately in their heart-soul connection also digs it, even if they don't realize that yet, because they too are not ready or fully being their themiest then. So, we still have the moon moving through Leo. Now, interesting, I had 2 fire situations happen close to me today. One was at my friend's restaurant. Just a little, parchment paper catch on fire in the little oven thing. I didn't do it this time. It wasn't me. And then my neighbor was grilling something and caught things on fire too. With this strong fire energy, Mercury preparing for a retrograde, do watch for those energies. And I just kind of feel that in these 2 cards that I'm throwing around. These cards are rejection and anger. And that makes sense. A lot of times, these 2 energies can be blocking that peace, blocking that feeling that we can embrace ourselves. But I just want to make you aware of those fire energies, because, woof, they can be strong. And plus eclipse plus Uranus energy coming in. We do have the moon in Leo making a connection with Uranus today. That's going to be in the afternoon, so we may feel a little inner child triggered in that energy. We may feel like we're not really having fun. And I keep hearing the Morcheeba song, stop chasing shadows, just enjoy the ride. Like, this is life. Everything that we're experiencing right now is life, and it's kind of up to you what you're going to do with it and how you're going to look at it and how you're going to play with it. And sometimes it's not feeling good. But Moon in Leo is encouraging us to find a place to align with the joy and align with the goodness that is there. And as we do so, we create ripples that go out and do make changes. So I encourage that energy for you. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there for today. So let's look at these cards. I love this top card, flowering into who you are, who you came to be. And that just leads to so much goodness. But I know, like, it's a weird thing, because I was driving today and I was like, oh, I'm playing this part now. Like, in this lifetime. It's all like these little playing parts. But, like, embrace the part you're playing. Embrace these energies. Like, my part was like, I'm driving home in this, car from my, this shop. Such a funny part to play. Like, I've done so little of this in my life, this part of playing. So, I don't know. It's just an interesting thing. Play with it. Experience it. Push the boundaries a little bit, Push and see what's going on. Rebirth. Rebirthing our truest you-eest you, me-eest me, that's hard to say, them-eest themselves. Part of this overall energy. We do have the turning in card. Again, we're building to an eclipse, a full moon. There may be some emotions coming up. That Uranus energy really might push it a little bit. So watch for where those reactions come. And if they do, it's showing you where some of that, what is it, rejection and anger that you may have to look a little deeper, because chances are behind those doors of rejection and anger is some more of your personal light leading to this. Figure out your flow and get into it. Just keep swimming, just keep floating, but look for the beauty that's all around you as you're doing it. So I'm going to leave that there for today. Whew, you can book a reading if you would like some support in embracing your you. I think it's one of the fun things about the chart is like, well, actually, that makes sense because here it is right here. This is you. So reach out if you would like a little support with that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And may your guiding light be strong, and know that you can trust your process. Namaste.